What's going on, guys? This is Miyasin, and this is an updated zombie combo video featuring the new trap, which actually makes Mayakashi a little more playable generically in zombies. Before, it was kind of either an engine that you wanted to splash with Eldritch cards, or wanted to play as a standalone deck that wasn't really doing that much, but now it got way better, and the spell card is absolutely insane. So, before we get into this combo video, make sure you like and subscribe, and now let's jump right into combo number 1. So, now we have Haijun, or whatever the hell, how you're supposed to pronounce that card, with Shiranui Solitaire, which is actually really important. This is already a really good 2-card combo, but obviously with more extenders, it just keeps getting better and better and better. So obviously you're going to go normal summon and then special summon, very specifically the Yuki Mosume. Don't summon the girl that is fire level 2 tuner. It won't really achieve anything. All you're really going to be doing is synchro climb into vanilla monsters, which isn't what you're trying to do. This card is absolutely nasty, but unfortunately both of these monsters have a weird drawback. While they are on the field, you can only special summon Mayakashi monsters from the extra deck, so it kind of sucks. But the the tuner monster is actually worse because it's during the turn you use either of it, well, its effect. But these monsters, not really. So you can still summon non-Mayakashis if you get rid of them. Anyways, now we're going to make the Link 2, which doesn't have that condition, and we're going to use the effect of the water, so revive it back from the grave, and then immediately Foolish for zombies, so in the same chain. It's not like on the field, so you can't really Veiler this or Imperm whatever, and you're going to be triggering the effect of Gozuki, which is going to be the card that you're going to send with Yuki Mosume, summon the Shiranui Solitaire, tribute another zombie on the field to trigger it, so this is a 2-in-1 bonus package deal. Not only do we special summon Uni Zombie from the deck, but also we get rid of the monster that was screwing us over by preventing us from summoning non-Mayakashis from the extra deck. So now we're completely safe, we can do pretty much everything we want, and we're going to use the effect of the Uni Zombie to send that Necro World Banshee, oh sorry, that Mizuki actually, and you're going to make Vampire Sucker to banish the Mizuki, revive back the Gozuki. And now the reason why we did that and not send the Banshee is because we already had access to Gozuki, which would have sent the Banshee, but if we didn't have a Gozuki in the graveyard, then we would have had to send the Banshee immediately, and that would have been a little less good. Anyways, now we're summoning a monster from the grave, so Vampire Sucker triggers to draw 1, and Gozuki send Banshee, Needle Fiber, and then, yeah, this is not a chain blocking, by the way, because this is a trigger effect, and the Banshee is a quick effect, so your opponent could ash the Needle Fiber, but at this point your opponent probably would have ashed the first monster that you summoned, which was the Haijun, or again, whatever the hell you're supposed to pronounce this, but whatever. Alright, summon Glow Bloom, make Relinquished Anima or Link Rebo, doesn't matter at all. Summon the Doom King, and then link off for the Link 3 using whatever monster, and then another Link 4 using the other. And yeah, that's it. So you have a lot of interruptions on the field. This is up to what, like 7 interruptions with 2 cards? Look at this, man. It just keeps getting better and better and better. So Doom King is already 2 interruptions on its own because it can negate monster effects, activated effects of monsters, not like proactively, but kind of, since you have ways to trigger it, using zombie effects on the field and in the graveyard. So the Needle Fiber could actually trigger to summon Formula Synchron, you draw 1 card, and then you use the effect of Doom King to banish a card on the field also, without targeting, or from the graveyard, which can also be pretty relevant, but the fact that it doesn't target is just absolutely nasty. And the Yukiona is also terrifying. This card is a nightmare for a lot of decks. Negate any activated effects of your opponent's banished monsters. So imagine Thunder Dragon going up against this. It also has another really relevant effect, so if a monster is special summoned from the graveyard, or a monster effect is activated in the graveyard, so covers a lot of ground, you can target one other face-up monster on the field, change its attack to 0, and if you do, negate its effects, so all of their effects. You can only use this effect of Yukiona up to twice per turn. So it's not once per turn, it has 2900 attack, pretty strong. And you also have the Link 3 in the graveyard, which is going to be valuable. We're going to see this later on. So this is what, like 2 interruptions, Zombie World is another one, and also the passive effect where you negate opponent's banished monster effects. So this is already like freaking 6 negates technically, well, 6 interruptions, quote unquote. And yeah, Formula Synchron, draw another card, and we're going to quick sync for either Baroness de Fleur or Shiranui Sun Saga, which can pop up to 2 cards our opponent controls, but only if we can find a way to send that Sun Saga to the graveyard, so it can shuffle itself back into the extra deck as well. But that's pretty much it for combo number 1. Really good that you get to draw 2 cards, and do all of that just with 2 cards. And you also have a really insane grind game, because the water Mayakashi is going to get itself back into the field, and then you're going to summon the Doom King again since you have Zombie World. Next turn, you guaranteed win just with 2 cards. So let's get into the next combo. Alright, combo number 2, we also have a pretty good hand, but at the same time, it almost looks redundant because we're not playing pure Mayakashi. So imagine when your hand just has Mayakashi cards. What do you do? Well, don't worry, you don't panic. So you're going to special summon the Fire Girl. You still play her, but you don't actually play any of the Mayakashi synchros. It's just that it's a tuner monster that you get to summon with the Hajun. So that's really the only reason. Anyways, now we get to go for the return in order to very specifically send the Yuki Mosume from the deck to the grave. If we search it from the deck to the hand, then we start losing to Droll and Logbird for no reason, so sending it is actually way better. And yeah, we're going to be summoning it back, and then Foolish for the Necroworld Banshee. And now we're going to make the Link 2 just to get rid of the annoying condition, but it really doesn't matter that we summon this. It's a complete vanilla monster. Actually, its effect sucks. But now we can finally summon non-Mayakashi, so Needle Fiber, summon the Glow-a-Bloom, and then Banshee going to activate Zombie World, Relinquish Tanima or Link Karibo again, Doom King, Vampire Sucker, set 1 pass. So the hand wasn't that good, but you can still do all that. It's crazy. You don't even need actual uni-zombie or generic zombie cards in order to get your actual zombie engine started, because the Mayakashi monsters actually kind of get you there, which is really nice. And Shiranui Sun Saga is a card that you can make generically just off of Needle Fiber alone, because Needle Fiber gets you to Glow-a-Bloom and then gets you to Doom King, and Needle Fiber tags out for the Formula Synchron, which draws you a card and summons Shiranui Sun Saga, which is going to immediately allow you to trigger that trap card. And this card is overpowered because it reads neither player can special summon monsters from the hand, deck, or extra deck for the rest of the turn. What the heck? This is absolutely insanity, and I really can't think of any deck that is very serious and competitive that doesn't insta-lose to this card outside of maybe Eldritch and Flunderies. I know Flunderies don't get hit by this card at all because they don't special summon. That's pretty much it for combo number 2. Let's get into combo number 3. Alright, this is also a pretty interesting hand. So we have the Hedjun with the Mizuki and the trap card. So the trap card is not really going to be a part of our combo, but you're going to realize that we can do quite a lot of things with this hand still. So obviously normal summon Hedjun, always the way to go. Summon the Yukio, I don't even know their name. Yukiosune, what? Yukimosume, no, Yukiona is the Link 4. Alright, send the Gozuki, which is going to banish the Hedjun, summon Mizuki, and then make the Link 3 so we're no longer under the condition, make Vampire Sucker, banish Mizuki, revive back the Gozuki, and this draw matters. Depending on what we draw, we can actually do way more than we thought we would have been able to do. So now that we realize that we drew a Mayakashi return, look at what we're actually going to shift our play into. The Gozuki is going to be Foolishing for the Uni Zombie, trust me, that makes sense, because the return can actually Foolish for the trap card. The Mayakashi trap card actually has a really relevant effect in the graveyard where it can put back a banished zombie back into the graveyard, so the Mizuki can be looped and revive back the Uni Zombie. Very dangerous. And now we can send the Banshee, so we have the entire family to go for the Needle Fiber combo. And we're going to be summoning, of course, the Glow-a-Bloom here, make the Relinquish Tanima, summon, and then use the effective Banshee, obviously, so Doom King. And then we can make the Link 4, or keep the Vampire Sucker so we get a draw, but then we can't really make a super relevant Link 2 monster on the field. But whatever, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, because we are locked under Zombie after Glow-a-Bloom, so we can't just make whatever, IP Masquerena or something else, or Artifact Dagda. So, you know, just set 1 pass during our opponent's standby phase, Doom King, and then we can actually negate cards, which is really nice. So this is just how proactive the Doom King banish can actually get. And then, yeah, Formula Synchron, draw, turn into Shiranui Sun Saga. Pop cards our opponent control. Oh my, look at this, man. Look at this. Oh my god. So you see, the Link 3 is actually really interesting. We can banish it during your opponent's turn to revive back a zombie synchro that is in the graveyard or banished. And yes, Formula Synchron is a zombie synchro. You didn't know that? You thought Formula Synchron was a machine? Oh my god. Alright, anyways, let's get into the 4th and final combo. Alright, so this is basically just me playing out a hand completely at random. I swear to god, I literally just clicked Shuffle Deck, and this was the hand. So I went Prod of Prosperity, Excavate 3, not the best cards, but I'm going to get a Uni Zombie, which is going to change absolutely everything. So now Uni Zombie, send the Hajun, and then discard the Mizuki. So now all of a sudden we have the full Mayakashi kind of combo going for us, as well as having Uni Zombie on the field, which is interesting. So yeah, a Water Girl or Water Guy, send Banshee. Oh, this is a girl apparently. Send the Banshee and then Yukiona. Needle Fiber, summon the Glow-a-Bloom. So it doesn't really look that good, but our hand wasn't the best either. So yeah, Glow-a-Bloom and then Banshee, summon the Doom King, activate Zombie World. and then Link 2 for Vampire Sucker. Set 3, it's okay to set 3 with 2 Super Poly set when you have 0 cards in your hand because you draw 2 cards on your opponent's turn. 1 with Vampire Sucker and 1 off of the Formula Synchron. So don't go thinking that this is like the end of the world because it really doesn't change anything. Alright, during our opponent's turn, look at all the interruptions that we can do. So, again, the Doom King can negate and banish a, negate a monster effect and banish a card. So that's 2. The Zombie World obviously is very threatening. And then the Formula Synchron is going to, like I said, draw into another card, which is going to fuel our Super Poly. And then we can quick sync into the Shiranui Sun Saga, use its effect. And also, if we Super Poly ourselves with one monster our opponent controls, it's actually kind of nice what you can actually do. But in this situation, I'm really showing the worst case scenario. So Super Poly myself. And look at this. So the Sun Saga is going to put back itself from the graveyard into the extra deck, but keep the Formula Synchron in the graveyard. So now we can go Link 3, revive back the Formula Synchron, and this is not a hard once per turn. So we can quick sync again, but this time for a Baroness de Fleur. And this is another negate that you get on top of everything that you're doing. And we still have whichever other cards that we always had since day one. And again, your follow-up is absolutely disgusting. So it's not like you're investing mad resources for a turn 1 board, it gets broken and you lose the game. No, definitely not. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this combo video. Again, deck profile is going to be up tomorrow. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.